Welcome to Crazy Shit in Real Estate, a weekly podcast where I walk you through some of the wildest, most unbelievable stories you'll hear from the world of real estate. If you like real estate and you love crazy, this is the podcast for you. Before we get any further into this episode, I've got some information to share. This episode is sponsored by Follow Up Boss, one of the leading CRMs, client relationship managers for residential real estate. Tons of top producing agents and some of the fastest growing teams out there are using Follow Up Boss to increase lead conversion, eliminate busy work that you're not doing anyway, and frankly, deliver a higher class experience in real estate to everybody who chooses you as their realtor of choice. So if you're going to keep listening to this, which I know you will, there's more information and a personal review of Follow Up Boss. For more information, go to followupboss.com/crazy. The show is Crazy Shit in Real Estate, and my viewers and listeners are sitting back there thinking, he's got to have seen something, and I baited you twice, and you didn't fall for it. So I'm really curious, Jacob, as to what you've seen in real estate that is a story you would tell over cocktails to somebody that would never, ever in a million zillion years believe that you saw it, experienced it, did it, heard it. What was that story?
Well, we've got so many of them. I'll try to kind of pick the top ones. To start, we had a customer who was a criminal in one of our storage facilities, and it happens to be in the storage facility that we office in. So we have a building that we own in Denver, and we office upstairs, and we have self-storage on the main floor. And this guy had stolen a U-Haul vehicle, taken all the U-Haul decals off, and replaced the plates with some stolen license plates. And he had drugs and guns and whatever paraphernalia in his storage unit. And of course, he wasn't paying. And we did some research on him and found out he had all kinds of warrants out. He was, the cops wanted to know who this guy was. So we called the cops up and said, listen, we got this guy in one of our units. Do you want to kind of help us get him out of here? And they're like, wow, that guy's a big deal. He's a big problem. So they said, call us up the next time you see him coming and going. So a couple of days went by, and we see him show up in his stripped U-Haul vehicle and park in our parking lot. So we call the police and we say, hey, our guy's here. You guys gonna come over? Like, yeah, we'll come over. So 4 cars show up and they stage on our street. And he's in there kind of doing some stuff in his truck. And they're talking, they're kind of pre-gaming before they come in. He doesn't know that they're there yet. And we're like a bunch of Garfield characters glued to the window upstairs, getting ready to watch this go down. Yeah, nobody got any work done for like 2 hours this day. So eventually the cops come in, guns drawn, 4 or 5 of them. And this guy's in the parking lot, and he sees him come in, and he reaches in his pocket, and we're thinking, this is not going to go well. Do not put your hand in your pocket when you're at gunpoint.
Okay, so I told y'all that I would do a review of Follow Up Boss, because I'm your friend in real estate, and I did. Now, there's a blue million CRM out there. I mean, if you go to any Facebook group, every realtor's like, which one should I use? Which one should I use? And you know that these CRM, which are client relationship managers or customer relationship manager, whatever you want to call it, it's truly a system that's just designed to help you know what to do next, because you're very busy and you're a multitasker in real estate with all those different tasks and balls up in the air. You need something to help you stay on track, and that's what Follow Up Boss does. Now, this cell phone, not a CRM, y'all. When you save a name and a phone number in there, that is basically a Rolodex. Follow Up Boss is going to take the names and phone numbers and also help you know what to do next, so you can maintain these relationships with your neighbors. Because that's what this is about. Real estate is not about serving just prospects and clients. It's about taking great care of your neighbors' needs in real estate. And if you'll use a tool like Follow Up Boss, where they remember you, they might even call you when they're ready to buy or sell again, or when their mom and daddy do, or their best friend or their kid, and you want to be top of mind, that's what a product like Follow Up Boss will do for you. Truly, it's going to change your business when you start paying better attention to people. They don't have to know you use Follow Up Boss, but they'll totally understand that they are being heard by you. So now there's a free trial for my people because you're loved. Go to followupboss.com/crazy. No credit card is required. And frankly, because you're my people and we made an ask for you, Follow Up Boss said, yes, you get double the free trial. That's actually enough time to log in, put some pieces in it, and watch it change your business as it has for so many realtors and teams nationwide. Again, go to followupboss.com/crazy to start your free trial today.
And he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a meth pipe and throws it over the fence, thinking cops aren't going to notice you threw your meth pipe over the fence. But what we were terrified of is, you reach in your pocket, you might get shot. And thankfully he didn't. So we watched them take this guy down at gunpoint, put the plastic handcuffs on him, and haul him back into their squad car. So that was an interesting experience watching that go down from the office window. And I mentioned earlier we had a guy order a pizza. Pizza guy shows up. He's like, unit 110. Is this an apartment building? And this guy walks out of the loading dock and says, "Oh, it's for me." And he's just kind of hanging out in his unit. But lots of stuff like that in the storage world. And in our single family days, we saw all kinds of crazy things. Meth labs. We've remediated probably 4 or 5 meth labs over the years. Buying properties at auctions, dealing with lien issues, trying to get possession of something. You're not sure if somebody lives there. We've been in the trenches for a while, and we've seen a lot of stuff go down. I'll if something else pops in my head before we get off the Zoom call here, I'll be sure to let you know.
So I got to ask, the drug guy who thought he could get out of trouble by tossing his meth pipe out of the van, Jacob, if he had paid for his unit, would he have even been on your radar? So could he have been a more responsible criminal and avoided detection? This is just me watching too much NCIS.
He may not have been on our radar.
He was on their radar.
We started seeing a lot of unsavory folks coming and going with him. We have security cameras. We're recording everything. And when you start to see kind of questionable activity, you start to ask questions and kind of look into it further. But I don't want to say that he would have evaded detection in perpetuity, but he certainly would have bought himself a little more time had he actually been paying his, $80 a month for a storage unit.
Okay, now don't forget to go try Follow Up Boss so that your business can continue to expand in professionalism, and then you can meet some more crazy people yourself. I really appreciate Follow Up Boss sponsoring this episode, but mainly I appreciate them for giving y'all double the free trial time with no credit card required. So make sure you go to followupboss.com/crazy and then let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, you're enjoying this little clip? Well, the rest of the story is available on any of your podcast apps. Just go search for and subscribe to Crazy Shit in Real Estate with Leigh Brown.